Okay, so listen to this, and tell me it's not wild. You're watching Love Island USA Season 7, right? Everything seems kinda normal, kinda cute. People coupling up, flirting, you know, all that slow burn stuff. But then boom. Casa Amor hits. And the whole thing flips. I'm talking betrayal, tension, straight up chaos. But the craziest part? This time, the producers forced everyone to recouple. No loyalty. No safety. No comfort zones. It was either find a new connection or get left behind. And honestly? That twist, it changed everything. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought Love Island had lost its edge for a minute. Like, it felt like the same formula every year, just different faces. But this season? This twist? It hit different. They didn't let anyone hide behind the whole "I'm being loyal" thing. They said, nope. You have to explore someone new. You don't get to play it safe. You're here for a test, so we're gonna test you. And oh my god, it worked. Because here's what happened next: nobody, and I mean nobody, knew how to act. You could see the panic. People were trying to be chill, but deep down, they were shook. Suddenly, the whole villa vibe changed. Connections that seemed unbreakable? They cracked. And you know what? That tension? That not knowing who's gonna stay or leave? That's what made the show feel real again. It's wild because for so long, Casa Amor has been that predictable drama pit stop. You know it's coming, you know couples are gonna get tested, but this time it wasn't just a test. It was a complete reset. No comfort zones. No way to coast. Just vibes, new faces, and pressure. And the craziest part? The Islanders couldn't even blame each other. The producers made them do it. That's the genius. No one's the bad guy anymore. It's the game that turned on them. And the timing was perfect. Just when things were starting to settle down in the villa, just when viewers were like, okay, I know who's endgame, boom, plot twist. And suddenly, your faves were getting dumped. New connections were happening so fast, it was hard to keep up. And that's what made it so emotional. People got hurt. Like genuinely hurt. You could see it in their eyes. And I'm not just talking drama for TV, I'm talking real, raw feelings being shattered on national television. Like, let's talk about Huda. When she decided to get to know Chris during Casa Amor, even though she knew Chelley had feelings for him, you could literally feel the tension. Chelley's reaction wasn't fake. That was real heartbreak. And Ace? Caught in the middle, trying to play it cool, but you could tell he was spiraling inside. These weren't just characters anymore. They were people making messy, painful, human choices. And that's why this season hits so hard. And I know some people are gonna be like, well, they signed up for this, but come on. That doesn't mean it hurts any less. These Islanders built bonds. They trusted each other. They thought they were safe. Then Casa Amor walked in like a wrecking ball and smashed everything. And that moment when everyone had to recouple, that was cinematic. That was like watching the final act of a movie. Hearts racing. Faces trembling. You didn't know who was gonna walk back single, or who was about to be betrayed. Let me break it down, though, because this wasn't just drama for drama's sake. This was strategy. Peacock producers, man, they knew exactly what they were doing. In the past, Casa Amor always gave people an option to be loyal. And sure, we love a good loyalty arc. But after a while, it felt fake. Performative. Like people were doing it just for the audience votes, not because they were actually loyal. This twist stripped all that away. No fake loyalty. No acting. Just chaos. And let's be real, the best part? The aftermath. The days after Casa ended were even messier than the twist itself. Like when Nic and Olandria came back to the villa after getting dumped. That was unreal. The looks on everyone's faces, pure shock. Nobody saw that coming. They weren't just eliminated and forgotten. The producers brought them back. And as a couple. Like, surprise. We're still here, and now we're stronger than ever. That's peak reality TV. That's how you keep people watching. But I think what made it all work, what made it stick, is that it didn't feel like some evil manipulation. It felt like life. Life doesn't give you safety nets. It doesn't always let you stay with the person you love. Sometimes it pulls you in another direction, whether you like it or not. And watching these people deal with that, live on screen, with their hearts on full display, that's what kept me glued. That's what made me care again. I mean, think about Chelley. She literally watched the guy she had feelings for get swooped by someone she thought was her friend. That's not just a Love Island moment. That's a life moment. That's high school, college, work drama, all rolled into one. That's I thought you had my back kind of pain. And Huda? She wasn't trying to be malicious. She was doing what the show forced her to do, explore. But that doesn't make it any less messy. And that's what makes this season genius. Nobody's totally right or wrong. Everyone's just reacting. Feeling. Fumbling. You see the cracks in their confidence. The fear in their eyes. The hope, the jealousy, the regret. And that's why we watch, right? Not just for the love stories, but for the human mess of it all. What I love most is how unpredictable it all feels now. Like Ariana Madix said, next season? Nobody's gonna know what the rules are. No one can play it safe. You can't come into the villa with a game plan anymore. You can't be like, I'll just couple up, be loyal, and cruise to the finale. Nope. That comfort is gone. The producers took it away, and honestly, that's what the show needed. Because let's be real, season 6 tried something. Remember that? The guys got to choose whether to stay or leave. And spoiler, they all left. Like every single one. Not even one guy stayed loyal. It was almost boring. Predictable. Like the girls were mad, but there was no shock. No wait. The drama came and went. But season 7? Whole different beast. The drama is still lingering. Days later. Fights are still happening. Trust still hasn't been rebuilt. And that's how you know the twist worked. Now I want to say this too, credit to the Islanders for showing up with raw emotion. So many reality shows feel fake these days. Overproduced. Scripted. But this season? It feels like real people getting their hearts broken. Real friendships getting tested. Real decisions being made under pressure. And that's the magic. That's what pulls you in. And if you're watching at home thinking, man, I've been through that, then you get it. Maybe not in a villa, maybe not on national TV, but we've all had that friend who chose someone over us. We've all felt replaced. We've all wondered if we made the right call when everything changed overnight. That's why it hits. It's not just Love Island, it's Life Island. But also, let's give it up for the producers. Seriously. They didn't just stir the pot, they broke the whole recipe and started over. And it worked. This season feels fresh, intense, and unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna happen next, and that's the best feeling to have as a viewer. Suspense. Emotion. Chaos. That's reality gold. So if you've been sleeping on season 7, I'm telling you right now, wake up. This is the season to watch. This is the twist that shook the whole franchise. And I wouldn't be surprised if future seasons borrow from this exact playbook. Force the mess. Remove the easy outs. Keep the pressure high. That's how you make Love Island legendary again. And now I wanna hear from you. Like seriously, what did you think when that Casa Amor twist dropped? Were you shocked? Did you cry? Were you yelling at the screen like I was? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this twist wasn't just iconic, it was historic. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down together, because I know I'm not the only one still thinking about that recoupling ceremony. If you felt something watching this season, if you got chills when Nic and Olandria walked back in, or if you screamed when Huda picked Chris, then you're one of us. You're part of this Love Island ride. And I'm so glad you're here with me, feeling it all in real time. So before you go, make sure to like this video if you love the chaos as much as I do. Subscribe for more raw, real takes like this. And hey, share this with a friend who needs to see just how deep the Casa Amor twist really goes. Because this isn't just reality TV. This is reality. And it's messier, crazier, and more emotional than ever. Thanks for riding through the drama with me. We'll be back with more breakdowns, more chaos, and more Love Island madness soon. But for now, take a deep breath. And maybe, rewatch that Casa Amor recoupling. Trust me, it hits harder the second time.